Welcome aboard to Infinity Sessions, Episode 6. My name is James. Welcome aboard. Well, we've got an awesome show ahead of us today. We have two USA artists, Blake Carpenter and Leiahdorus, and we're both going to be interviewing them on this show. Also a special music video by Le3sa from Canada, and also a music video by Silvatra, which is from our home country, Australia, and our city, Melbourne, which Infinity Sessions is from. Well, we are from Melbourne, Australia. Hey, well, I hope you enjoy this show today. Sit back and relax and enjoy the ride of Infinity Sessions. Well, guys, today we have Leiahdorus. Is that how we say it? Leiahdorus?
Yes.
Leiahdorus, all the way from Albuquerque, New Mexico. I hope I'm saying that right.
Yep, got it.
Well, welcome aboard to the show.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for having us.
So why don't you guys introduce yourselves and tell me a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, well, I'm Jason Smith, founder of Leiahdorus. I guess it started back in '98. And then this is my wife and
Co-band member.
Co-band member, yeah.
I'm Darla. I play keyboards and I work on our lyrics. And Jason sings and plays the piano.
Yeah.
And writes all the tracks as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Nice. So tell us a little bit more about your music. I guess, what is its style, inspirations of your tracks that you make?
I mean, it's very piano driven, the music. I mean, it seems like now, I mean, there's so much synthwave, which is great. I mean, it's amazing to see how much, keyboards has really kind of come out into the open in the forefront, which I feel like doing this type of music definitely in the late 90s wasn't as mainstream as it was, I would definitely say when we set up shows, it seemed like we were frowned upon, and we had guitars and drums, but then the moment keyboards got up there, people are like, what is this? Until we started playing, and I think we won people over, we're really big on trying to play as much live as possible, and that's our whole thing. This new project, this would technically be the 4th album. We have three full-length albums and about 3 singles out, and then some miscellaneous music videos out there. And then, so this is kind of just trying to get back. I mean, I've been a business owner for the last 9 years, and unfortunately with COVID, I'm sure you guys have experienced it too, obviously.
Yeah.
Our business we had to close it up with 37 employees, unfortunately.
Oh, wow.
But this has given me an opportunity the last few years just to start writing music again. And that's why every song I'm putting out, I'm doing a music video too. So I know the one that you're going to show, I guess, is going to be the 2nd installment to the Lost Tapes, is what I'm calling it.
Okay. So tell us more about that project, the Lost Tapes.
So this has taken me way longer than I ever wanted it to.
Oh, life takes longer, so.
Yeah, life takes longer than you want it to.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the 2nd installment. The first one was called Original Paradox, and I actually had my friend Joey from Echoing Green. He helped me to kind of master that track. Honestly, a lot of this has just been me kind of undertaking on my own. Usually I've always had Joey kind of help me to polish it up a bit, and I think it's really important to have a producer. I mean, right?
Definitely.
I want to give you another insight. But, because of COVID, I've just been doing a lot of this on my own. So this last track, I just kind of did everything here in the studio, and lyrically, vocals, and then...
to document our kids as well.
Yeah, so we've
That's
used...
our daughter in the video.
Yeah, so we used our daughter in the 2nd video. My son was in the 1st video. And really, the whole idea is to take that which is funny, I know VHS is such a huge thing, right? We see it in so much of the apps that we use and everything else, but you can't see it here, but I pretty much have a whole entire 2 walls of pure horror and sci-fi VHS. I'm an avid collector.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Let me know about some of the highlights about what you have done over the years. Maybe you've played a gig with a band that you really love, or a song that you've released.
Yeah, Shiny Toy Guns was a big
Got
thing.
to meet Shiny Toy Guns and play with them. We got to open for Anything Box in El Paso.
Yeah.
And that was wild because that's the first time we played a show that had security.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've helped with Joey Echoing Green on and off, just helping with keyboards where he needed it. And that was cool. I know he got to open up for ABC, so that was kind of wild to meet those guys. But, honestly, I mean, what we do, I do it because I love it. I mean, that's probably why all musicians do it, right? I mean, it's, if you can do music and sustain it, that's great. But, I'm sure you're that way too, right? I mean, just just always eager to get into the studio and write. I think right now it's just, I think especially during this time, it's actually found more of a reason to simplify things and get back to what we do love. And so I'm hoping that, this can be a new catalyst to, open up that door and just start releasing more videos and just sharing those ideas with other musicians.
And I would say a highlight is whenever we've had people come and tell us different times that we had someone tell us they used our song in their wedding. We had a young man who was in the Army, and he came to one of our shows, and he said he was shipping out the next day to go overseas, and he just said that he just had to come see us before he went overseas. So it's moments like that where you realize that, wow, this isn't just us sitting in our studio making music that we want to hear. You kind of forget that once you release it, it has a whole life of its own and it has meaning to other people. And that's, as a musician, that's incredibly gratifying when people will reach out and tell us that something that we've done matters to them. And it's just, part of that human connection that all of that just feels heightened right now, because we don't really have a human connection with many people right now. I haven't seen my family in over a year. Right. Our kids haven't been inside of a classroom in a year. And it's just, it really, moments like this make those moments matter even more.
Definitely. Yeah. So we're going to be playing your music video, Girl in the Corner. Can you tell us a little bit more about that song?
Yeah, so Girl in the Corner is all about, the way it kind of, I guess I can kind of set it up, but that's fine, right? Talk a little bit about the details. So it's all about 3 a.m., the witching hour. Some of this stuff, I'm kind of using it out of like personal experience and things like that, but this one was filmed in black and white, so you'll notice it's darker. We're using shadows. I got really inspired actually by, just checking the house. I always have my cat on my shoulder when I'm checking the house. It's kind of funny, like your rabbit. But I actually love the way, like even the staircase, all the shadows were kind of drawn up on the wall. And it's just always about that feeling that, as a kid, you always felt like something was watching you, but you're not sure if something's there. So you'll kind of see it. And actually Darla played the monster.
These things are about the giveaway that I am in fact the monster.
Yeah. Okay. She's actually, I have a whole collection of a lot of old things, but this was actually an old World War I mustard gas mask that was used on it. So it's a little kind of wacky, but it's the whole idea, waking up, kind of searching the house, and then the whole thing is just kind of this whole kind of coming of age story. I mean, I know that sounds a little cliche, but I mean, for me, I'm trying to hit the songs and the videos in different genres. So the first one was kind of more sci-fi. This one's definitely hitting a little bit more to the horror genre. And then like the next one's gonna be a little bit more in the drama. So I'm really just trying to hit different categories, but yeah, and then I guess you'll see like the desert scene. There's a lot of desert in this because I'm trying to just use the natural landscape that we're in New Mexico. I think there's, honestly, for New Mexico, there's so many beautiful areas like that I just don't think, sometimes I don't feel like I've been able to take advantage of. So that's what I'm trying to utilize right now. And, just keep it more focused on what we're at,
So thanks guys for being on the show today. It's just been awesome to have somebody from another part of the world to be on our show. So thank you so much. And here is Leiahdorus's music video, Girl in a Corner. Thanks guys.
He said, During witching hours, the shades are drawn. Every day is winter. I see you, girl in the corner, arms are crossed. You have everyone's attention. Phantom disappear at daybreak, but they're still here, enjoying all the heartache. He said, he said, he said, she said. He said, he said, he said, she said. She said, she said, she said, he said. She said, she said, she said, he said. This changes everything. There's no time to dream. Our world is vanishing. Shine on the moonlight. This changes everything. They don't mind to the devil. You don't need eyes to see. Shine on the moonlight.
Well, up next, we have Blake Carpenter all the way from the USA. Welcome to Infinity Sessions, Blake.
Hey James, how are you?
Awesome. I'm loving your background there. Really?
Yeah,
Well, big
if we
explosion.
stick around long enough, everybody can watch the whole movie. It's Blade Runner, of course.
Oh, there we go. Well, welcome aboard to the show.
Thank you.
So, where are you calling? Where are you calling from today?
I am in a little town called Florence, Alabama. There's 40,000 people here.
Alabama. Awesome. Well, we're calling here from Australia, Melbourne. And it's just so great.
That's a big city. That's a big city there, yeah.
Melbourne, yeah, it is a big city. So it's great to have you on the show today. We want to find out about more what you do. What have you been doing lately?
Well, I'm jumping out of the prog rock world after 20 years into, I think I'm jumping into the synthwave world. Electronic music, modern, current electronic music with influences from the past, as we should say.
Nice. And it sounds like with your latest track, Love Amplified, you're kind of diving back to that retro sound, a bit of the 80s, but also wanting to make it sound fresh and new and modern.
Yeah, I'm actually doing two projects. One's called, one is Max Nova. He's my alter ego. and my Blake Carpenter stuff. Now, Max Nova is mostly instrumental stuff,
Okay.
and very much more in the synthwave realm. And then Blake Carpenter is going to be vocal stuff with a lot of just 80s influence in the music sound. But of course, we have to be. There's no way to sound purely 80s anymore because we're all working in the box. We're not working, doing live recording sessions in an analog studio. So
Yeah, that's it. And so tell us about Love Amplified, which is going to be the music video we're going to be playing on the show today.
I wrote it during when the riots were happening over the George Floyd thing. So
Yes.
it kind of comes from that, but it's really just a cluster of all of everything that's been going on for the past 5-10 years. And it's kind of me saying that we need to take back control of everything, meaning the media, number one, because they just constantly twist everything and love's just whatever. and then taking back the governments of the world and making them for the people again.
Yeah. The thing, when I heard that song, the line that says it's time for rearranging really stood out for me. Now, it wasn't because of the topic that you were singing about, but I actually felt because it's a new year that it's time to actually rearrange some of the things that are happening in our lives, and especially with what's going on around the world at the moment with COVID and all that kind of thing. We're all kind of reflecting at the moment and going, how can I do life better, and what can I rearrange to make it work? So
on a broad scope, absolutely. The song can be just about rearranging everything. I mean, because really everything does need to be rearranged.
For you guys that are watching, Blake and I are going to do a remix of this song, which I'm currently working
You're
on
going
in
to
my
do the
studio.
remix.
I'm doing the remix, So I'm kind of going for a bit of a more upbeat dance vibe. And so
That's cool.
hopefully it will be a song that people can dance to and enjoy and have some fun with, I guess. Yeah. And are you working on any new projects or anything coming up in the future?
I honestly, the few singles that I've recently released are for an album that's going to be released later on this year.
Oh, there we go.
I hope to have another single out either end of February or early March. It's another one, very, very, I would say similar to Love Amplified, but it's more personal. Lyrically, it's more personal. And it's going to have less guitars.
Yeah.
Actually, right now there's no guitars in it. I think I might just throw a guitar lead in instead of the synth lead, but we'll see.
Well, Blake, thank you so much for jumping on the interview today. It's been a pleasure. We're going to kick it over to your music video right now. Thanks for being on the interview.
Well, thank you. Everybody enjoy.
This isn't time to be a reckless youth. Let me tell you the horrible truth.
I'm an electro dance pop producer, performer and songwriter. I hope you enjoy viewing my Alien film clip, which is a space alien dance fantasy filmed here in Melbourne, Australia. What I aim to achieve with this song is to create a distinctive new sound, which is danceable and which takes people on an uplifting journey and transports them to an instant dance party with a space alien dress code. I hope you enjoy my music and my clip. Please follow me at Silvatra Music. Love, peace and music from me, Silvatra. Alien.
Hi, I'm Blake Carpenter, and you just watched Infinity Sessions with James Peden. You saw my video for Love Amplified. Now, here's a sneak peek at my next video for the single Broken Dreams.
Thank you so much for being part of the show today. Infinity Sessions is an electronic music show showcasing all the latest music videos and interviews from electronic musicians in Australia and across the world. Well, we are looking for more artists for episode 7, so if you are one of those people, get in contact with me and hopefully we can have you on the next episode. Well, thanks for watching today, and I hope to see you very soon.